Hey guys, Jason Whistler here with Ninja Success. And what I've been thinking about, actually been thinking about for the last 2 days now, is the idea of imperfection. So we spend a lot of time on developing different character traits, skills, abilities, and methods to, have better and better and better results. But it goes neglected, I think, and sometimes can create a bit of a trap for us when we don't acknowledge that everyone and pretty much everything is imperfect. Now, that's certainly not a reason to go off to the realm of nihilism and just say, well, if nothing's perfect, it doesn't matter, things are going to fail anyway, whatever, and not strive for better. But there's a challenge in striving for absolute perfection. I'm all for, striving for the best possible and recognizing where, the payoff is there. And I'm also all for recognizing that even in our best possible efforts, there's going to be holes and gaps, mistakes will be made, and all of these little details, all of these little quirks or tweaks of personality, they're what make us human, they're what makes life interesting. So, be okay with that. Get comfortable with things not always working out perfectly, but also, and the acknowledgement that things are going to shift and they're not always going to work, and then to strive to do the best possible with it, whatever it is, the best possible with yourself, the best possible with anybody that you're interacting with, whatever situations and things, whether they're in your control or out of your control, and just keep moving forward. Because I in my own life and in the life of friends and family and people around me that I've met and I've worked with, frequently people will stop. They'll give up at some point because it's not perfect and they can't get it perfect, so why bother? Or they're so afraid that they're going to fail, they're so afraid that it won't work out right, or they won't be able to do it, that they don't start, they don't attempt it in the first place. So that's where I feel this is really vital and important for us. This is an opportunity that if we acknowledge, if we accept the fact that things aren't perfect and will rarely ever turn out perfect, at least not from the perspective we have today. Now, when you go back and look at a series of events over time, you can see that, okay, well, this mistake or this problem led me to understand or develop this skill, and this detail caused this other thing to happen. And so over time, all of these things work out to something that's quite possibly working really well. Then logically we're like, oh, we're okay with it. Hey, that did work out. And that is definitely one of the practices, to go back and look at all the imperfect moments that it took to get you to where you are now, and look at all of the success you had as a result of series of imperfect moments. And that'll help give you a little bit of fuel to push through and to encourage you to continue forward, to try new things, additional things, new methods, or return back to looking at, what are the principles behind this. We talked about principles the other day, so it's not always tactics and strategies, but sometimes if multiple tactics have failed, maybe we need to look at the principles behind it and see what's really going on. Or maybe this just isn't the right situation, and we need to accept that some things aren't right. Some things are just imperfect in a certain way, and we should look for something that's going to work differently or better. So that's it. That's my suggestion to you, is be okay with imperfection. Be okay with imperfection in yourself. You're always going to be working on it. Be okay with imperfection in family members, loved ones, life situations, everything. Right? It's going to happen. Enjoy it for as much as you're able to enjoy it. Accept whatever it is, and know that imperfection is like spice. It creates something interesting. If everything was always perfect, then perfect wouldn't even be a word. Right? We wouldn't know what it was. So that's it. I hope you have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, please remember, success ninjas never quit. Bye.